welcome back to my weekly live. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm KC, hosting from the beautiful island of Jamaica. Let me see. Can you please go and turn down the one inside? Can you please go and turn down? Or maybe I can do it. Come on in. Say hello when you come on in. Hi, Rudy. Vineyard Chicks, hi, how are you? Where are you watching me from? Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you? Please remember to double tap the screen when you come on in. Double tap, double tap. I'm hosting from Jamaica. Rudy, where are you joining me from? Come on in, come on in. It's very warm. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. When you come on in, please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. Double tap to like the live. Thank you. I'm just going to wait on others to come in to start the conversation. Welcome, welcome. Hi, VC. Welcome. How are you? As you are aware, I have a little baby here. I don't know why I have to be quiet for that baby, and the baby does not value my quiet time. Gotcha. If I could flip the screen to show you, see. You're here times 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Please remember to double tap to like the live. Double tap. I don't understand what is happening here. Like, if anybody say you love comfort like a cat, oh my goodness, that is something. Because cats, I can see how they appreciate comfort. What ya? If somebody would tell me that this is going to happen to you, I would say no, it's a lie. Never in a million years. This is not happening to me, or will not happen to me. And see, I'm living in it. Gotcha. And not even now moving out VC, just sit down so. Well, it is, yeah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And that's the thing about life, like, in your growing season, you are, well, let me not say. A lot of times we say that we'll never do the thing until it presents itself. So it may be that you'll never go in front of a crowd to talk, or you'll never put on the camera to come on live, or you'll never move to another country, or no, I will never eat that type of food. And girl and man, when you are doing it, you're not even aware, you're not conscious that really I'm doing the things that I pledge I'll never do. And sometimes we have to just be mindful of the things that we put out there in the atmosphere and just work with the flow. As we grow, just work with the flow. Because as is, I'm not a pet person, and look at what is happening. For persons who are in the back, please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm KC. I do inspirational lessons, and I also speak about my weight loss journey. Yeah, to date I've lost over 32 pounds. Can you believe that? I'm feeling well. I'm feeling so well. I'm blessed and highly favored. And you can let me know if you have ever been on the journey of weight loss or any other journey? There are so many journeys out there. Have you ever been on any journey, and what was the result like? Hi 5G. Hello, hello. How are you doing, my darling? How was your week? How are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glowing and growing in Jesus' name. And as I say that, there are so many, just to add to you not expecting some of the things that really do happen in your life. As you grow, you understand more of situations, like looking back. Um, I do some deep meditation at times, and looking back, I realize I would have done my work. So what you're seeing now is not just me. It happened like I'm naturally like this. It took a lot of time, a lot of hard work and dedication now, and discipline. And a lot of my achievements or how I am now is from reading, because I do my reading. I listen to motivators such as Miles Monroe. That's one of my biggest motivator. I listen to Les Brown. I listen to Zig Ziglar. I listen to Tony Robbins. I listen to Dave Ramsey. I listen to King Solomon. All those um, grooming I went through to be who I am now, and I don't think that I'm at the pinnacle, and I don't ever think that we always find or will be growing. So there's no way I'm going to stop. It's just that I'm getting better day by day. And when I look at life, I'm just thinking about it, as we were saying earlier, VC, that never say never. Because sometimes some things, you can let me know in the chat. When you were much smaller, I asked a question yesterday. This is another spin. When you were smaller, the thing that you said that you wanted to do when you get older, is it that you're doing it now? You can let me know. Hi Ellen, thank you so much for stopping by, my dear. How are you doing? Week was rough, but I'm good. That is it, yeah. That you're good. Chin Baker, hi, thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by, Chin. How are you doing? Yes, most of it you are doing great. That's great. Anyone else, the things that the things of the past as a child, is it that you are doing what you aspire to do in your moment now? Not all, but most. Okay. Okay. You're okay, Chin. Nice. Lovely. All right. Great. That's great. A lot of love those TikTok. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Jackie, hey. My friend. Pardon me. Pardon me, let me tell you that story. Me say me see this at the moment, think alright. Oh gosh. Guys, me soon tell you the story. My gosh. Mm. Me soon tell you now. The yes, VC doing well over there, man, with the TikTok. She's doing well. And that's the thing, we have to find what works for us. And sometimes, as she mentioned, in the brink of giving up, that's when you see or will get the reward to continue. So in her journey, she would have received a lot of, downfall or demotivation on the way. But on the verge of saying, no, I don't want to, I'm going to give it a break, then there you go. Boom. Yes, God's timing is perfect, my darling. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And for persons you're seeing behind, that's KC Inspirational Prayers. Yeah. One KC, never two. Yeah, no counterfeit. 111 KC. So my book, KC Inspirational Prayers, is available on Amazon. Yes, so you can get your copy. It's only $9.99. KC Inspirational Prayers. So, um, that thing just scared, just frightened me. All right, so the story. I'm at 10 minutes. I My intention is to be here for 1 hour. If it is that usually I say 1 hour, then I'm here for another hour because persons are, conversing and all, which I appreciate, by the way. So, my appall a short while ago is based on this story. So, my son, he was walking home yesterday and heard the sound of a kitten, and he rescued the kitten. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm not a pet person. And especially not, yeah, I'm not a pet person. So he called to say that, Mommy, look what I found, da da da, and showed it to me. But I thought that, you know, it was in the yard. When I got home, I saw where he built a house for the kitten, prepare a bed, give the kitten me tuna, mix up my lasco, give the kitten, take my plate, give the kitten, and that's his pet. And the pet, my kitten, his kitten, is Zion. I said, interesting name, Zion. So that is something I'm saying that I'm just getting used to him being around. Because I've never done this before. And if you tell me that this is something that I would consider doing, I would shut you down. Because that is nowhere near my or in my intention. And I was just sitting and meditating about the whole situation that everyone have an instinct. You don't have to tell somebody what to do. And as a man, like me, I look on it, it's so simple. Well, it is simple, but I'm looking at it strategically because there you go, you find something, and it seems so precious to you at that moment. Your instinct going to say, I have to protect it, right? So in his instinct, no, he said, okay, I'm going to make a house. How am I going to make a house? He fend for boxes and, cardboards and all of that. Then he said, I have to provide. How am I going to provide for my loved one? Because now Zion is his loved one. How am I going to provide for Zion? No, I'm going to have to search for food. Either I'm going to save my lunch money to purchase some cat food for Zion, or I'm going to use my mother to one of them. But you can't go depend on the second one all the time. So he did that, and to provide everything comfort, because I tell you that this kitten here is like a real baby. The kitten will wake up at night and I say, oh my God. And when the kitten, well, Zion wake in the night, Zion wake up everybody because he might forget attention. So, and that is him. That's his responsibility to get up and to pet Zion to go back to bed. And me I say, Kuya, how I can I sit in this, stand up in a pet Zion, and rub pat down Zion. Hey, the me I say, what is this? But me say, that's your responsibility. So just a while ago when you heard me, he's lying down, spread out on its blanket on the ground, Zion lie down on my blanket and have the cushion. When he got up, because I'm not used to it, um, I jumped. So he's lying there sleeping peacefully. Peacefully. Hi, Godfidence. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. So I want to know, anyone, any act of kindness, have you ever done any act of kindness? And how rewarding was it to you? Yeah, because I know when this is something that is going to prepare him in his manhood to know how to care for someone, how to be a good provider, how to be a good protector, and all those things. So I did not shun it. I accept it even though it is not something that I'm for, but I allow him to extend himself as a caregiver. Yeah? So is there anything you have ever done, any act of kindness? Can you remember any act of kindness, and how did you deal with that? How did it come about? Mm, 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 mm. And as you are aware now that I am doing my lives, I'm taking my lunchtime, sacrificing a portion of my lunchtime to do at least 30 minutes live chat with you guys. So Monday to Friday, I will be doing my lunch break live. Usually, at first, I said that I was going to just take half one day in the week to do it, but then I said, how is it that I am utilizing my time otherwise? I'm there just sitting watching other persons sing for entertainment in my lunchtime when I could use that time to do something for myself. There you go again. Um, uh, Maximizing my time, my presence. So yes, so within that time, yes, 30 minutes, and it adds up. That means that the race is not for the swift, but those who can endure. And that was something I went on with yesterday. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, it's not for the swift, but those who can endure. And on this journey, there are lots of persons who would have passed through. They are no longer with us. And it is good for us to have boundaries, not telling everyone what I do or what you do. We are comfortable in doing it. Everyone understands or should understand what they are capable of doing and what is available to them to do, because some persons don't get the opportunity to do live as frequent as others. But it doesn't mean that you are not working or you're not performing. It's just that my resource may be a little more than yours, but what matters is that you're not giving up, you're still on the journey, right? So yes, so that is something that I have considered in doing, to do my live stream within that time, and hoping that it will help, because I'm looking at it, when you do your short form videos compared to 30 minutes, I mean, more persons will come on and to listen, and all with the 30 minutes that you are providing them with that session. So yes, so if it is that you are here and wanting to do more, you want to grow, everybody, like, this is a challenge for me. And as I mentioned earlier, if you did tell me, say, I'm going to do something like this, I would shun it to say no, because at first I didn't know what to do. First, that is number one. I don't know what to do. And then number two, the time and the effort that you have to put into this. It may seem so simple, look so simple and enticing and all of that. But when you come on here to do it for yourself, you realize that it is not as you think. And similar to a lot of stuff, when you see some things happening, you see persons going out and doing their public speaking or probably performing a certain way, you may say, wow, but then I know that that takes a process. That person would have been on that journey for a long time to get where they are now. So yes, so my little journey is just to maximize my time, and I will see the results. And that's the thing too, you just have to work with the principle of the Lord. And as I know, a little is much when Christ is in it. Amen? Little is much when Christ is in it. Please remember to double tap the screen to like the live persons who are coming on. Hi Lisa, how are you doing, Lisa? How are you? How is the weather there? Yes, how is the weather? Yes, so a little is much when Christ is in it, and that's exactly what I am working with. Yeah. How are you doing, darling? How are you? And we are lovely. We are precious. I did precious stones. That was one of my lessons that I shared the other day. And those are the words that we, should live by. How precious and wonderfully made we are. Not for us to compare ourselves or to compete with others, but just to accept who we are and improve on ourselves. Yeah. As I mentioned, that not a lot of us are how they are, not because they were born that way, just naturally good, but it took some time, some work for them to develop. And I was listening this podcast and I realized that, yeah, a lot of times, have you ever had any flower at your home? Lisa, you can attest. And the flower, like the leaves start getting dry, and you just break it off and put it outside for it to get some fresh air and start watering it and all of that, and you realize that what you took off everything, and couple months after you start to see it blooming again. How amazing it is. And it's the same. And I was meditating the other day, why is it that we are compared like a tree? It is something. Why is it that we, if you read the Bible, we are compared like a tree? Pause and think about it. Um, hi Sharon, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing, Sharon? It is changing. It's a little cooler now. Yes, great, great. It falls time here. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Um, right, and you realize, so they always say in Jamaica, them say one of dead not dash away. So if you see a tick, you know that it has potential because the root is still there. And it's the same thing. Some persons were not born in greatness, but they can do great things with great love. So you may not born from a family that is well off per se, and you grow up, you aspire to do better than the situation that you're in or you were in, and look at you. So it's amazing for us to have goals and aspiration for ourselves, but at the same time we have to understand what foundation are we building our goals on. What is it? Because a lot of times, yes, we go, we aspire, we reach a certain level in life, but then the foundation is shabby. You can look at it again if you're building your house and you don't fit. In Jamaica, the foundation afi firm, firm. If the foundation not firm, then you know that very soon you see the cracks in the wall. If earthquake come, you see it starts leaning and all of that. So in everything, even in our life, you put the host to our life. If it is that we want to be or do something, we have to build it with the right foundation. And speaking about the right foundation, is something that I've thought about. I heard a lot of persons speak about it too. That sometimes, well, my gathering from it is that sometimes our childhood trauma affects our adult life. So the trauma, the things that you would have been through in your as a child, sometimes you're not healed from it, and you find that in your adult life you start to expose those habits, and you're thinking to yourself, where did all of this come from? Why am I speaking like this? Why am I behaving like this? Why am I feeling this way? You can think about it You can share if you like, but this is something I know for a fact. Deny it, however, but the childhood things that happen to you, if you're not healed from it, it will affect you in your adulthood, affects the way you behave in every way. And this is something that we all should consider in making ourselves the best version. A lot of persons do therapy, and sometimes I speak. I tell my people and say, look here, me have to have somebody to talk to because I'm a consultant. Put it out there. A lot of person may know so many things about people, and I am harvesting everything inside. Who helps me? When I go home, I have to sit down and digest, and all those things may have to conceptualize. Who helps me? How do I offload the things that I would have unloaded? Who does that? Who does that for me? And when you think about life, to see that you are attracting, that's why yesterday when I speak without apology. I am in my acceptance mode. If it is that you do not serve me well, I do not feel any way to let you go, just like the leaf of the branches. I just speak about the tree. You're here, some persons are just like leaves in your life. They're going to come and bloom and look so nice. You ever see when leaves start come out? Or them beautiful shine and green? That's how they are. But when the storm, when the sun get hot, when heavy breeze start blow, are them that gone. Similar, just like your life. They'll come in and behave so nice and dandy and everything, and have the greatest plan for you. And when the trials and challenges may come about, they are no longer there. You realize, but then you as an individual, you should accept that persons are going to go. Nothing in life lasts forever, only salvation. So once you accept that notion, when it happens, you should be expecting it and allow it to happen, to flow. And that's what I asked the question, but that's what I am doing that is keeping me sane. I have to start accepting things and leaning on the word of God. Because if it wasn't for him, I know that this lady sitting here talking to you would not be here. So many things in this world that would have caused me to really think back to say, whoa, wait a minute. What is happening here? But you see that strong mental fortitude. And this is something that does not come by just overnight. It is by experiences. I've developed this strength mentally. Mentally, that is it. Mentally. I may not look physically fit, but mentally I'm a warrior. So yes, so a lot of times we go through situations in our life, like even men and women, you grow up to see your mother displaying attitudes of hurt and pain and weakness, and call it loyalty. Loyalty does not come, it's a struggle. People put it like you go through it. It's a struggle. There's no way I am going to go with anybody, to go down the road and to see anybody talking to somebody and feel like I have to fight for sure say I'm loyal to you. Or I have to take up nobody phone and cuss out nobody to prove say, yeah, the girl is loyal to me. No. There's no way at all. As a man, there are so many things. When I look at it, I say no. But the meaning of these are the opposite. They are so different from what it is. And as a man, if you don't see your father displaying certain attitudes, you as a man, what is it that you're going to lean on? What are the things that you're going to use in your adulthood to say, yeah, I remember my dad doing this. These are some exemplary behaviors and all of that. Yeah, a lot of persons, but if you don't have no core, what is it that you're going to use for your foundation? And we grew up and we think that, yeah, I realized that mommy was like this and I'm going to do that because that's what I see daddy do. I realized that daddy spoke a certain way to women and they loved it, so that's what I'm going to do. I realized that daddy used to go to the wherever and he got the traction and that's what I'm going to do. But who said that those were good habits? Or who said that those were good and healthy? So when you look at life and look at it to say, yeah, sometimes the way you are, not that you're perfect, but you have grown and you understand things in different spectrum, and persons who may come in may not understand how you are and may be offended by how you are and leave. And as I said, you have to accept it because yes, they may not know any better. So allow them to leave. Allow them to leave and give them grace as they go. Because where you're at, they will, hopefully they will get there someday. Just hope that they will get there someday. But it's not for us to beat up ourselves and to say that, oh, I'm not good enough, or I could have done this. As Mr. Loyalty is just not being depicted as what it is. Because there's no way you're supposed to hurt yourself to prove to someone else that you love them or you appreciate them. There's no way you're supposed to be sitting and saying that, oh, I need you to say these things for validation for me to feel a certain way. What you need to do is to do the eye movement. It's not that you're a narcissist or anything. It's just that you value yourself. So when you get up, you say that I am beautiful and wonderfully made. I am productive. I am blessed and highly favored. Just I love how I am. I'm working on how I where I want to go, and just love on yourself. Love on yourself daily. When you love on yourself, you don't need validation from others because that's how the world is. We have so much going on social media, people finding icon or idol and all of that, and we have to have a perfect relationship to say that yeah, that person have that relationship and how it went, and you feel like you have to mimic it. But no, no. And the next thing too, I thought of it to say that persons have to have the foundation. Just like how I said, the foundation of the houses, you have to have it on good foundation, good solid foundation. Everything at all comes from a good foundation. If you're going to plant a tree, you have to dig down in the earth, deep in the earth to plant the tree. If you're going to do the same for your house, you have to do the same, dig down and make it with blocks and cement and all of that. It's the same with our life. We're going to have our foundation built on the solid words of God. It never go back. It don't go back any word. And as I speak, some last week I was speaking about dry bones. And funny enough, I went to Isaiah 55. That is on my reading. Let me see. Isaiah 55. Because I tell you that I'm in my discipline mode now, and I have started. God is so good. Let me tell you, say God is so good, and He has a great sense of humor. When I look on some of the things that like I am doing in my life, I know that it is not me, but God. So we were talking about our dry bone season last week. And the following day I was reading and I came up on this Isaiah 55. And Isaiah 55 verse 10. Alright, let me read from verse 8 to the end. And it said, for the thoughts are not your thoughts. So you're in your dry bone season and you're feeling like, this is what I want, and I feel like I am not going to get out of this season. I feel like I'm a loser. I'm lonely. I feel frail. I feel abandoned. Whatever the situation is, He's telling us that for our thoughts are not his thoughts, neither are our ways. Say, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. Yes, I'm speaking to you now, your dry bone season. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are the ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So you're little fool sitting there where I think about. Yeah, I think about, yeah, God's plan is higher than what you're thinking about. So this is just my reassurance for you in your season. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Hear ye now, for as the rain cometh down, and as the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but water the earth, and maketh it bring forth bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I send it. So that is your word. When you get a chance, you can read it. So the things that you are going through, how you're feeling, and all, just remember Isaiah 55. That's a promise. And whatever we are going through, just remember that it is not forever. Yeah? Let me see who is in the chat now. You always have to build on solid foundation and everything will fall in place. Yes. And having healthy boundaries doesn't mean that you're weak. And being vulnerable doesn't mean that you're weak. Yeah? So if you're feeling that, and most the men, they feel like, I can't express myself because maybe she's going to look at me. I guess some ladies may, but that doesn't mean that you're a weak person. It means that you're a human. Okay? Yes, Godfidence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think weak men are men who know of ladies' situation or other person's situation and act on it. You know that the person went through that and you're going to come in the person's life and do the exact thing. And I always say that a fail is a fail. If you come on nice and dandy and you do the thing subtle, a same result you get. And if you come and do it brawling, is the same result, right? It's still the same thing. So you just have to just do better. That's simply it. And as I speak about doing better, not bashing, but as I mentioned that we all are going through something, you believe it or not, or you want to accept it or not, we are going through something. Everybody here is going through something. Everybody. And building your house on a good solid foundation is imperative. And we use different methods to help ourselves to go through, to heal, as I mentioned that, being a consultant, just sitting there listening to person's situations at times, it really would affect me mentally to know that this person went through all of this and the person come to inform that it is not so. I have some very traumatic situation, trust me. And if I wasn't a strong person, then that thing would put me to a curve. I remember too one time, and if you're still in the chat, just drop me a 1, please. Drop me a 1. Let me know and say you're still the boat. Drop me a 1 if you're still in the chat. Drop me a 1 if you're still in the chat. Hey. So I was there. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Hey, Lisa is still here. Thank you, Lisa. At least one person is listening to me. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, great, great. So, going through a lot of stuff, it would have curved my mind to think about persons different. But the thing about it, I'm more cautious in my actions now based on my exposure. And a part of me felt like I was too much at one point in my life. Like, sometimes I said that persons go through what they dying and smiling, that motion where you're always so happy, you're always so positive, you're always so perky and all of that. But that was just a conscious decision for me. It's not like, yes, people go through things, and I understand the role of depression. And as sitting here speaking, I would have, just looking back, I think I went through my deepest mode of depression when I was younger. But as an adult, no, me, I'm a warrior. Yes. So, yeah, it wasn't that I was perfect, but that person took it as an offense. And I said, no, sir, this is something because, and that's again, we tell you that our childhood trauma really affects us in our adulthood. So maybe that person didn't come from a happy home. No, maybe he didn't come from a happy home. He came from, yeah, it wasn't a happy place, and it wasn't a place where you can get the connection or the love and the vibration of talking and feeling happy. It's always on the opposite. So when that person was in my midst now, and I was just happy talking about my family, and my family are perfect, but the thing about it is that we have the Lord, and we would have gone through the process of forgiveness. And that is something I wrote about in KC Inspirational Prayers. The beautiful thing about forgiveness. It's not you feeling weak, as I said, vulnerability is not you being weak, is you accepting and freeing yourself. I realize that when I forgive, I feel so light. I can confront the person without feeling anything in me. I can talk to the person without feeling any way, and don't cry. I don't feel no form of heaviness. And that's just the beautiful thing about you forgiving. It's not for the next person, but for you. And the way how that person, go back to them, the way how that person let me felt, I felt so ridiculed, because at that time I just step on my movement, because I never understand if I didn't know it happened. Hey. So I was there thinking that something is wrong with me. What's going on here? Why is it that you're offended, and why is it that you can't talk or express yourself the way or I'm expressing myself and all of that? I have so much pureness towards you. Why can't you see that? And that person put me in a depression mode. Down. And when me look back, I say it was something good, but me feel bad about it because the person was not able to accept or to understand where my intentions were. And I went counseling. Well, I tried. I said, okay, this sounds weird. This is very weird. Like, why is it? And you know, investigate about going to a counsel and all of that. And me going to the counselor shift the direction. This is just a testimony. The counselor shift the direction. So I explain everything because, how it goes when you go to these places. You have to, prep. So I explain and all of that. I realized that the person checked on me. I said that's normal for the person to check on me. And afterwards, now the person started texting me. I said that I have to speak to the person to see if the person is in agreement to come and talk as well, because it is between both of us. And he mentioned the price and all. Then no, this other person said no, they're not into it. So I mentioned that, and I said, because yeah, the next person is not into it and the cost, I will not be able to do it. He continued to say that he can decrease the cost and I can speak to him. Lo and behold, as the way I say, lo and behold, that person started, just checking up on me and to reassure me that nothing is wrong with you, Casey. You are just put words of affirmation over me, and what you call it now, um with the charisma and all of that, in that vulnerable mood, that person came in so nice and dandy, to the point where the person said that I'm coming to look for you. Remember, say me no have signed no agreement if you do no counseling session with this a person. But me say in my head no, me say, but how is it that you don't see it differently? But me say maybe you don't see it differently because you understand the different types of personality and all of that, and know how to deal with them. And lo and behold, the person would have come, sit and talk to me till the person started asking me to go out for lunch. That's how the counselor, what me say, and then the person has this charming voice. The person have this other type of accent. He's from the Caribbean, but so the accent is flowing. I mean, I say, whoa, it feels good to know that somebody really cares and somebody really understands how you are and all. But then, I say, this person is suffering as well. It turns out that the person wanted to be in a relationship with me, and he was married. Yes. So the thing about it is that it just dawned on me that I cannot trust no one. So I would have learned or would have seen in society that when we want help, we seek counsel. Yeah, we go to counselor, we go to therapist, and all of that. I have no trust in them. My counselor is God. I went through that situation, and see, I'm sitting here today. God has helped me to be where I am today. I don't want, if it is that, my partner wants to go to counseling in the future, whatever, both of us, but it is not something that I promote. Well, based on my experience, everyone has their own experiences, but for me, no. And it's not the first time. I remember when I was a child, it's the same thing that happened to me. And I'm wondering to myself, why is it that person, this is what kind of spirit over me? Why people always are trying to come onto me? But in my head, I said, Lord, like getting older understanding, the devil tried to cramp and paralyze me mentally. I guess if he could have conquered me up here, so I would be out of it. Because all those things you can't understand why, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm speaking now, and I'm sure persons who are watching or who may watch after this live stream can attest that they would have gone through some things in their life, childhood, situations that affect them when they are older, and you can't really understand why it's happening to you. Why is it that these things are following you? Why? Because it would have happened when I was much younger, going through the counseling, seeking help, and the same counselor as a child wanted to come and kiss me, attempt to kiss me. And I was like, I say, oh my, like from then I say, what is it with men? Why is it that you like some men and those are big men? Why is it that self-control is eliminated? Why is it that you play on persons when they are weak? Why is it that you can't go through, your professional life as a professional? Why? And those things, if it is that, as I said, you're not strong mentally, then you know that you are in the curve for, uncontrolled depression. Yeah. And those things are things that we should not put aside. Well, I have not. I learned that, yeah, I accept it. It happened, it passed. I forgive, I move on. And I learn to just put everything that I'm going through with Christ. If you're coming on and speaking to me, I would have experienced, or I'm experiencing a whole lot of that. And You know, it's just like skipping through. Like I can read through you. I know what you're about already, so don't even think about it. If you're still in the chat, you can respond to this. For persons here who have, you know, your partner, is it that you go out to seek other attention from other persons by asking them to be your friend? Yes or no? Put a 1 in the chat for no. If you are in a relationship, do you go on social media asking persons to be your friend? Like messaging, can I be your friend? I'm going to show you something very message. And this is exactly what it must be something that is affecting people while they are behaving a certain way in their adult life. No. Okay, thank you, VC. Let me see who is in the chat. Yes, sis, I understand what you're saying. Is yes, you agree with me. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Godfidence. Hi, Ellen. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Barry. Thank you, Barry. Thank you. I know Barry is an automatic thumbs up. Hey, Joan. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, Joan. You'll be happy to hear. You can go back and watch the first part of the live. You'll be happy. Joan is a person that loves cat. So she'll be happy to hear what I shared earlier. I'm single, but no. Okay, just a new friend. So yes, okay, see it happen and you learn a lot, and it's so true. To trust in God. Me can't trust in a man. There's no way. I am not in a relationship, and I would not have asked anyone but my pastor for extra help needed. You see the same person when I tell you about Joan, I don't know if you hear. That person is a pastor. The same man when I tell you that I go to counseling for, when I did my research, he's a pastor. So I trust no one. My God will never leave me. My God will never fail me. You hear what I'm saying? Isaiah 55, his word will not go back void. Yeah, that's who I learned to lean on. Period. Susie! Hey, Susie! How are you, my darling Susie? How are you doing? Yes, alright. So let me share something with you now. Alright, tell me this. Let me see if I can go back and read. Me I go share the bio. Read out the bio and share the message. Wait there. Read out the bio, you know. Alright. What you know? Let me read out the bio. About? Why is it that? Me can't read out the bio now. I want to go on. VC, how do I read out the bio? You see? Because me I go chat you know. Alright, the person said that God-fearing 7-day Adventist and I love to help. A music lover. Yeah? So I am one of the most fun persons you will ever come across. I love to have fun and help those around me have fun. I am hardly smiling, but when I start up, you all be having a great time. Because of the fact that I hardly smile, people think I'm stuck up. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. So the thing is that God-fearing 7-day Adventist and the person loves to help. So you know, the home girl get back her thing. And I placed a photo on here, right? And that person, that same person, I would have realized that that person came on, been on my thing, going through all my pictures and pressing the heart button, bam, 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 for quite some time now. And then, you know, I would have lost my page. I came back, I put up a picture, and the person keep on bam, 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 liking me. But he probably get the courage now to message me and do this thing, to message me. So by mistake I send because me not really understand the phone. My hand go press and it press with a flag. So the person, me invite the person now to start a conversation. But me, you think say I don't know what I'm doing? So when we send the flag, the person who is the Seventh-day Adventist, who is God fearing, may I go give another bomber at the end and tell me. This person said that means you surrender. Me say I guess I sent it by accident. Oh, I understand. He said the picture I commented on suggested that you're a teacher. Is that telling the truth? Me say no sir, that's a big lie. And me say um the key's running like crazy trying to write for me, whatever. And me say pardon me. He said pardon. Don't let me try to speak for you. Anyways, he said, how is your morning going so far? Me say I'm doing all right. He said, okay, that's good, very good. I'm having an easy going morning so far, but pretty soon I'll get hectic, whatever. Okay, so me say have a good day. Me say it's kind of weird talking to strangers like this. I've noticed though that you have been reacting to my stories. Curious what would have prompted you to message me? The person respond to say that because we have been strangers long enough, we can be friends. There is no harm here. Listen, because we have been strangers long enough, we can be friends. There is no harm here. Me say, that is earned. Social media can be a traumatic zone. He said, it can be, trust me. We are living in a very wicked place, but you still have some good folks out here. Me say, yeah, that's true. I hope you are not one that is married too. Yeah, you know. He said, I am married, but I'm not seeking a relationship. I'm being honest. Yeah, me say you couldn't be. He said, I couldn't be what? Me say seeking a relationship. Oh no man, I'm good when it comes to that. Hmm. So I said, so what's your reason for wanting to talk to me? Here the man now. It happens. You know, Kevicia saw the image of you and just commented. I realized also that I'd liked a few of your photos in the past. I'm not sure how long ago, but it wasn't something premeditated. Me say, okay, I understand. And that was it. Alright. Um, tell me now, how is it that you are married? That was why I asked you that question. How is it that you're married and you are seeking friendship? You're stating that you're good. Maybe because me say, why I'm saying this, because if I had continued the conversation, then I would have received a different reaction. So how is it that you are comfortable in your union and you are coming over here seeking friendship from a lovely lady? How your wife will accept that to come on your page? You know, say some woman, them very vindictive, you know, they'll just screenshot everything and go up on your page and look for who with you and send back everything to them. But how is it? Explain it to me. How is it that you are in your union and you're on social media seeking friendship with other people, like ladies, a man seeking friendship with a woman or vice versa? How is it? Do you believe that that person just wanted friendship from me? The man them and the woman them can tell me. Do you believe that that person wanted friendship from me? All right. No, I wouldn't call the name. I'm good, blessings. Okay, thank you. Make sure. No, I'm not. You know, see, I don't call nobody name. Pastor, enjoy. Yes, confidence. Me say when I look, I realized that persons were on his page saying, you know, commending him and all of that. Me say, oh Lord have mercy. Yeah. So Those are the things when we say if you're not strong mentally, people will just come and take advantage of you. Men and women, so we have to know our worth and know what we're about, know what our foundation is built on. We have to make healthy boundaries and all. So I want, hi Billy, thank you so much, Billy, for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. So based on the story that I just shared, was that person looking friendship from that person, from me? Do you think that that person was looking friendship from you, from me? Is that genuine friendship? And when you read it and you say, oh, man, this person, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, God fearing, da, 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 all of that, blah, blah, blah. So you think that the person must have some standards and all. But you come in, the person come in subtle. Yeah, no more. But yeah, the person, no, he has looking. Yeah, I exactly. That's my thought too. Not a friendship. Yes, not a friendship whatsoever. None. And I have to put it, when we say I hope, because if you, a lot of them are in relationships that they are not comfortable in. And they come and they come out here to other females for them to get the comfort or the lack of what they're not getting at home. And then we know, after learning that many years, because we don't ask the right questions, we are then put in a whole barrage of what I'm talking about, trauma, depression, all of those things starting to affect us. But yeah, and as I said, those are the things that because they're not healed from their past, they are sometimes affected by it and don't know how to do better. So yeah, you're going to come. Me go have my partner and go on a handsome guy page and go message him say, I want to be your friend. Am I going to feel comfortable to say, hon, you know, I saw this guy and I asked him that I want to be his friend? Who is going to accept that? So I don't know which crayfish head or crayfish brain that person probably think I'm going to try and get to talk to KC finally and think that I'm going to give him my time just like that. No, same strategy you have, I have my strategy too. There is no way I am going to give you my time knowing that you are, so even if you're not married, not to say that I'm this what do you call it now, dismissing it, but I'm not one that is so gullible. Yeah, put it that way. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Yes, he looking not no friendship. He was looking, exactly, looking for something. Yes, I think so too, Barry. I caught the tail end of the story, but it sounded like he was on the hunt for something. Yes, you see, what are we here with that? Everybody here saying the same thing. Only him alone probably I think say like, oh, he might cover it up and to say that it wasn't anything. I've been getting strange messages from men lately. As a widow, it's disheartening that some people assume I'm desperate or looking for attention. Exactly. That part of my life is behind me. I totally agree. I don't know why people, especially some men, get on themselves in order, fix up on themselves, start mentally. And that's the thing, just like how I said that I started building myself from an early age by listening to motivational speakers, Les Brown, Miles Monroe, listen to the Book of Solomon, Book of Proverbs, all of those things, Zig Ziglar, all them something. So when you come into people's life, you come at a certain level. You can't come mediocre, still going. I mean, if we allow them to do it, they are going to continue doing it. That is it. But as is, we just have to set our boundaries and just stand by it. That's it. Because I don't know why you think people, even the other day, as you said, Ellen, this man, every picture me put up, you know, if people over my TikTok, you don't know, everything me put up, that the man then the panic, pee, cluck, and him alone until he messaged to say that he wants to take me out. Me a laughing. Me I say, me I go take up myself go out with stranger, but I want it and I'm waiting something, but I'm awaiting your response. But me I say, awaiting my response. Me say I'm not available to go out with anyone. I should have known a precious lady like you couldn't be single. Like, exactly why I'm single, because I'm precious. And as we said, precious gold, you have to go deep way down in the sea to find precious stones. Yes? And that's how you get pearls and all of that from oysters. You have to go deep. And when they catch it, you see where they put it in it. If you listen to my lesson, read Precious Stones, you understand the process of getting it put together. So if you're precious, you're not going to just put it out there. Look at all the precious things on us here. God hide it. If he, you see, he hide, he never put it up here, so because it is precious. So yes, precious people, not because they look a certain way means they have somebody in your life. And yes, Ellen, not because you are a widow means you're desperate to find somebody. I want to think that sometimes when we are by ourselves, we learn so much about ourselves and we are so content. Yeah, we're content. Well, I can speak. I am content. I'm content. Not that I don't desire somebody to be with me, but at the same time, it's not out of desperation. Understand? So yes, and it's disappointing that others take advantage of what they see as vulnerability. That is so true. And that's why I'm telling you sometimes you have to wake up. And it took me a little while to get there to understand that the what I'm to lean on is God. God and His Word. And as I share here for confirmation, Isaiah 55, God does not go back on His Word. So yes, rest assured that you are safe in His arms. Yeah. Man come on man, and a lot of persons, they go to school, they read, they understand things, but when they come in your life, they are not able to express, to act. They are just up here. So me can talk, a lot of people can talk, they are good talkers. And it's the same, not everyone you see talk of God is of God. They know the Bible, they can talk, they have a brain, and they know how to get into your head. And they come and give you a good sermon or a good talk about the Bible and all of that. But when you look on their action, it does not align with what they're saying. And it's the same thing with people. We have to understand who we are and whose we are. When people come and trying to get into your temple or trying to get into your space, you have to understand the alignment of the next person. Yeah. And I was listening to somebody said that any person, is a man saying it, any person who comes in your life and you are of the same faith, the person may say that because marriage is of God. And I was a little bit struggle with it, because everybody have their opinion of it. But may I say, if that's the first situation or scene that God did, that's the first miracle, it must be ordained. There's no way. Then me say again, so why is it that people have different notion of it? Something is wrong about it. And I kept on going and going and going. And I have persons around me who are, of the faith. And I speak. And when I speak, I get responses because I don't know everything. I learn from others. And my girlfriend said that, Kenisia, it is something that is a covenant from God. And two people have to go together. And if it wasn't, why is it that some may say divorce came about? Because why is it that we have to go and get paper for marriage and all of that? We can't just leave because, you understand? But my girlfriend said that no, divorce is in the Bible. me say, and she said, written divorce is in the Bible. So if you're not comfortable with your wife, it is in Deuteronomy and it is in Matthew. So put it in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. So it is something, it's a covenant. So if anybody is going to come to you and say that they do not believe in it, one question, ask them if they believe in a God. The moment you not believe in a something that God ordained, you're not of God. Remember that there's no way, as I said, people are walking and they're just picking a little here and little there that pleases them, but they are not aligning the principle of God fully. So if I'm going to say that I believe in Christ, I'm supposed to walk with him wholeheartedly. There's no way you're going to come to me and to say that you do not believe in something that God ordained. I rest it there. Let me see what is in the chat. So there is no way that you're supposed to be confused. Anything at all that you're going through, remember to seek counsel. There are other persons out there who are in the faith and have knowledge. So you can seek it. Yeah, pray about it. And as we say, it is good to have mentors, because when I'm still growing, I pray about my mentor. I pray that, God bless me with this person of this faith and all of that. And I am living in that. I have a woman of strong faith in my life. I have many, but I know that I deliberately pray for this person, and this person came in my life to the point where we are so close now that we are sisters. Yeah. So all the persons here, pray about the things that you need. Pray, we all need guidance. And not because you come from a certain background or you receive this trauma in your life or you are this way or that way, you are not complete. That doesn't mean that that's the end of your road. You can change. You can change drastically. Because look how Paul used to persecute Christians and then he flip. It's a lot of us have those kind of testimony. So if you're walking the road and you feel like you're not fully in alignment, just pray about it. It's going to take some time, but it is possible. It is possible for you to change. And persons who are on their journey, don't be daunted with situations or circumstances. Just trust and believe in the word of the Lord. If he had brought you this far, why is it that he's going to leave you now? Why? All right, let me see what's in the chat now. He wanted to get action. Black them, that's what Lisa said. Black them. Yes. Yes. If you are not happy where you are, work on it. Exactly. Don't look elsewhere. Love yourself first so you can love others. Very profound, Joan. You have to love yourself first before you can love anyone else. That's something I stand on. If KC don't love herself and you come with flaws, because all of us, and I'm going to talk about it, like if I see you doing something that is not the right, just like how my friend that said, no, KC, rubbish that. Of course, God ordained marriage. If he never ordained marriage, why would I want a written divorcement? Why? Why something written? It must be something written in the work of law. It must be something written that you have to respond the same way with. Yeah? So she say, yeah, you have to rubbish that. Rubbish it. And she started to go through with the scriptures with me. So you have to align yourself with people who are in the journey or on this journey with you. That's how you grow and you develop and you get food. That's your food. Yeah? So there is no way, yeah, people gonna come in and that is it. A man is full to what him don't know. So people gonna come and talk, especially in these days. People have so many things to say. But we have to get on our knees and seek God guidance. At least one person going to come in your life to, guide you along the way. But don't be fooled. What you're doing now to others is only building up on your conscience as you go along. Yeah, building up. And when when you clean your stove or when you have food on your stove and you don't wipe it properly, you see it started getting, you start do this a little lie, it build up. It's the same thing. You start teeth, it build up. You start go sideways, it build up. Until when you look, it's a big plaque. Yes, it's the same thing. So we, as you rightly said, Joanne, you have to love yourself first. And loving yourself and being vulnerable doesn't mean that you are weak. I love myself, but there are things about me that I need to work on. And yeah, I'm going to tell you, if I love you too, I'm going to want to express that, that I can be this way sometimes. And it's something that I'm working on. And if I say it or if I don't feel offended by it, yeah, we're human. We're human and we have to accept these things like our weakness. That's how we grow too. We're not perfect. He said that he just get you to let your go. Yes, to let exactly. He was saying that for me to let exactly, Billy, exactly. Let me say, you come, people come, they think that yeah, everybody is the same. Maybe they do that with somebody else and then get through. And even that counselor, who knows how many vulnerable young ladies he's working those charm with and get them where he wants them to go. Maybe it's a project or something. I don't know. I can't say anything else because if you keep on, if you do something like that so drastic, how is it that I'm going to trust you or not think of you doing it to other persons? No way. Absolutely. That's right, Casey. I'm very content now for a good 15 years. Hey, way to go, John. Nice. Nice. They know how to manipulate a situation and invade your personal space. It's unfortunate that kindness or vulnerability can be mistaken for weakness. Yeah. Reman Printers, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. A desperate woman is a woman who wants every man. A man wants a desperate yeah, a winning woman is a woman who every man wants. Okay then, I get that. I get that, Billy. Okay. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, my dear. I'm doing well. Thank you for the like. Thank you, thank you. So for persons who are coming on seeing me for the first time, I'm KC. I do inspirational lessons and I also speak about my weight loss journey. I'm hosting from the beautiful island of Jamaica and I recently published my book right there, KC Inspirational Tales. It is available on Amazon. You can check it out. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm doing well, Rem. How are you doing? And what's the time where you're at? Please join me. Well, you okay? I have. Okay. True. Hi, Food Pharrell. How are you doing, darling? How are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know. I can't do that right here, Rem. But what you can do is to connect with the persons. If you have a pen, can write down the names. Here are the persons who are in the live and they will definitely get back to you. We normally support persons here genuinely. Yeah. Patience is the thing that forces deception to reveal itself. That's a word. You hear what Billy say? Patience is the thing that forces deception to reveal itself. It doesn't take time, a lot of time, because they can't go manage figure out for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. And that's my way of life now. As me say, God's way is not, my way is not his way, and his ways are greater than mine. And as you rightly say, patience by Billy, if it is that you are in a person's life, you should be there for the long haul. So whatever you are anticipating, it shouldn't be pressured, because you know within yourself that you are going to, there is no turning back, there is no out for this. So whatever is to come, you will be patiently waiting for that moment. So there is no way that, if you get what I'm saying, there is no way that you are going to feel anxious, or you're going to feel depressed or demotivated and all of that. There's no way, or there should be no way. Yeah, if you're not willing to exercise patience, then go. Maybe this little environment is not for you. You're free to go. But I know if I am with somebody, I'm going or coming to you with my whole being. There's no way I'm going to come to you and to say one foot in, one foot out. And I was looking at it and to say, if you deny God here with on earth, I say we deny you in heaven, he will deny you. You know what I'm trying to say. Go away from me, I know you, not to his Father. So if it is that we are not able to accept, like to openly say that I'm serving our Father Jesus Christ of Nazareth, or you expect him to give you to his Father? No, I'm supposed to, and that's how baptism come in place. It's a symbol for us, expressing our true love to him, to the world. Yeah. And if it's the same thing with a union, if I'm with you, there's no way my actions is going to affect you. And likewise, your action is going to affect me. And that's the thing too, with people, they go into a lot of situations without understanding it. And I mentioned earlier that we go through situations better when we understand. So this is it that carry you through. Once you know, say, Camissia, with everything, once you understand what you're taking up, you go through it better. You go through it with grace. You go through it with confidence. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, if I know that I'm expecting it, I know that I'm serving the Lord, there are going to be a lot of good things, but there are going to be challenging times. I know that I'm not immune to bad things happening to me. I know, so that's why we can sit down and talk about my experience with people. And me not feel, because I know that things are going to happen, but God, the righteous, you never see the righteous go down. That's what David said. The righteous, you never see the righteous go down. So if it is that you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do, as a believer, there's no way you're going to be put to shame. No way. And that's something I stand on. So if it is that you see me behaving as certain, just know that it is strategically done. Yeah. So back to the chat. Yes, that is it. I'm surprised people are still dating in these ghetto times. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. Why you just the confidence? As in these ghetto times, yeah, them are exact. I mean, I'm fine. Oh, short, no, congratulations. Yes, Billy. It is available on Amazon. Yeah. That's the thing though, confidence. People are still out there. I don't know what they're thinking, but girls are elevating and, more in alignment. I don't know what's happening out there. Them come with them get a manship. I mean, if you go and, I don't know, I not preempt anything, but I get what you're saying, my dear. I'm not for that though. I'm not for that. I'm not for that. You hear what me just say? Isaiah 55 is the word that I stand on. Because his ways are higher than mine. And that's all that I know. I make the work by myself, confidence. And me, no desire, no ghetto either. Might as well me stay. Because if another go come, you can't stay. Yeah, you can't stay. And you know the thing about it, as I said, the mindset have to right, because sometimes if it two mindset don't, it's not aligned, it's not going to work, period. But there, even with relationships, you're going to have times when you are down and you have to work on getting back up. But as me say, if it is that the two are no in alignment, then it's not going to work. Period. It's not going to work. I remember listening to this story with this lady. She prayed about her husband, and she met him. The man is a minister, and they didn't have it. They're from Africa, but this is a beautiful story. When you have faith, and the Lord said, if you are faithful with small things, He will bless you with greater. You will be faithful with large things. Yeah, and she accepted, and they were dating and whatever the man proposed. But as every woman in Proverbs 31, they want to be useful or helpful in their relationship. So, and we all are working our hope, or we all are working on ourselves. I know that when my husband meets me, he's going to be well done. KC have done well. Him not have to come in and do so much with me or for me, but for us to just work and to serve the Lord as a couple. But my lady, the same thing, they didn't have it, and she made a sacrifice for her relationship. She said that instead of walking, then I have the money, but she said instead of going, taking transportation, she would walk to work 1 hour to 1 hour from, just to put that money to put towards the wedding. To the point, she said she was so dark when she took her wedding photos. They said, like, when I said, oh, Casey, you're so dark. And I said, little you know that the sacrifice that I had to make to walk to work and to come back. She said she couldn't afford to go hairdresser. She had to YouTube the hairstyles and to do it herself and to do the makeup and all of that. She sat down and learned how to decorate, so she decorated the wedding, the dress. She purchased it on Shein. All of those stuff, she would have raised chicken just to go to the ceremony and all of that. So she made a lot of sacrifice for that union. And fast forward 10 years later. 10 years later, she is shining beautiful. All the blemish on her skin, gone. Grace is over her union. Beautiful, 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 with 4 kids. And her husband is a minister. So now she's able to help persons. She's not in the background, seeking, no, making up anything. No, she has enough to give. And the Lord has blessed them because they were faithful. Faithful. So that's what I say. If a two person not in alignment, it not gonna work. Because, and that is it. That is something when you come in, like you are believe. You know what believe what faith is? Because you can't see the thing, but you believe it's going to work. No care how people may say whatever, but you in your heart believe that it's gonna work. There must be a way. It has to work. And you work and you pray, you work and you pray until you know how beautiful that is to see that you are living your labor, living and acquiring from your labor, your hard labor. You know how beautiful that is. Let me read the chat now. I almost fell off my bike. Yes, confidence is easy, but I get what she said though. You mentioned Miles Monroe. He has a good book called Waiting and Dating. Okay, yes. I actually did a book review on my other channel. I am not sure if you're on that. No, I don't know that channel. It's the first I'm hearing. But you can drop that channel in here. It's the first. The mindset is very important. Absolutely. The mindset. That is key. Because sometimes you go through some things, but you know that it's not final. We're going to pull through this. And that's what I said with just God always align us with the trees. And I just meditated. Why? Because the structure is the same. We have a foundation. The tree has a foundation, the root, the branch, the leaves. And there are persons who are going to come in your life, and because you're going to go through your season where, obstacles and challenges, they're going to blow off like the leaf. They can't withstand it. They might go blow off. They might go frail and run because they can't manage. And that is not something, if it is that you're seeing those signs, better believe it and move on. Because if greater things should happen in your life, can you imagine how that person will behave towards you? So if it is that you're going through these little moments and the person is not able to, you just have to accept it. And there are so many different ways, because sometimes we are not aware of certain things that may come upon us, but it's just our approach in doing it. Because I may not know something, I may say, I don't know this, but I'm willing to learn. What is it that I can do for you? Tell me, what is it that you want me to do? Those things are better verbiage than I can't deal with it, I have to go. That kind of way. Just like yesterday, I was sharing that something so simple, because we are constantly learning. The person mentioned that I should do a poll on WhatsApp, and I was never asked to do or exposed of doing polls on WhatsApp. And I just stated that I am not aware of that. The person mentioned that it is so simple. But what did I do? I didn't feel offended by it because I didn't know. And, you are the chair of the meeting. And, it's something that simple and you're not aware of it. But I accept it. And I went on to research about it and did it. Yeah. So it's not in life. There are a lot of things that are, and as Godfidence said, that is the mindset. There are a lot of things that are not meant for offense, but because of how we think, we take it otherwise. Yeah, we take it otherwise. I've read a lot of books throughout the years, so I decided a channel to share. I dedicated a channel to share the many books that have impacted my life. The angle is Billy Reads. Okay, hear that, Billy Reads. Now come off the live and look at it. Billy Reads. Okay. Thank you for being here still, Barry. Thank you, thank you. So, Mr. I'm going to be here for a little while, but I'm still here. So guys, as I mentioned earlier, that I am doing my lunchtime live as well, 30 minutes of my lunchtime. There you go again, sacrifice. So you doing all these sacrifice, there's no way love is going to come without sacrifice. There has to be sacrifice. Jesus himself makes sacrifice. So there's no way anything going to come nice and dandy, just right through. You have to get challenges. So I am making the sacrifice during the week to come on here 30 minutes of my lunchtime to do a live, and it is more on the healthier side. So yeah, so you can check me out within the weekday, for my live. And I did Friday Frenzy, so that is something I can consider instead of going home in the traffic on a Friday to do my live Friday evening as well. It was so easy, guys. Let me tell you, yesterday it was so easy to get home after me finish the live. Oh my gosh, easy sailing home. Me just shot home. shot come home. Me say, look at that, so easy. Why profit me to sit down in the traffic and waste gas and waste time. So I am going to think on doing my live on a Saturday evening. So Miguel, Guys, Miguel is in the chat. If you have not yet subscribed to Miguel, please do that. Miguel is one of my biggest supporters. Miguel, you go church today? Did you attend church today, Miguel? How was your day? I am here looking this way. Did you go home in the traffic? Okay. Did you go home in the traffic yesterday, Miguel? Or you wait until late to go home? Yeah, we remember Miguel. Miguel is here. Miguel is my co-worker. Mr. Guys, I don't know what to do them, but every time I walk, oh, celebrity, I say, look for Uno. Uno to say Uno the celebrity, but the Lord will let you shine in places that you, what me fi say now, the Lord will make you shine in places that you least expect. So you are among persons who you are thinking is great, and they're thinking that you are awesome. You think about that. You are in places or among people who are great people, but you are little in your mind, but they're thinking that you are awesome. You are excellent. And I say, what? Because when they say, hey, the celebrity, every time I turn on my TV, I hear the funny, you know. And I say, sometimes I say, take time, you know, want to talk about, you know, oh my gosh. Especially this one, every time he see me, he talk about KC. What he talk about? I don't know if he's still up here, if he's on here, you know. But he always, KC, what was the lesson about last time? So me just, oh my gosh, please. But I really, really appreciate the support that they are giving me. No, really appreciate it. If you know, you know. That you think that those persons are, you know, but then they look like I'm a big thing for them, a big deal. I'm a big deal though, but yeah, they are into what I'm doing, which is great, which is great. Um, Remember, say a taxi me. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Fly, me fly. Yeah, I know. Then I in a little thing like me. Me a stop so on the road, some would have still don't get it. Yeah, I get it, Miguel. I get it. I saw some of them, you know, me hear them. Miss Clark, could you do this, you know? She would. Mm, I know. I know. Casey, you are excellent. Okay, keep winning. Exactly. I know. I know. And as I was sharing, it's not that you're a narcissist when you accept who you are. Like to give your I sessions. Say that I am a winning woman. I am blessed and highly favored. I am beautiful. Look at my eyes. I have beautiful eyes. I have a beautiful sense of humor. You know, all those I affirmation you have to give yourself. That is not that you are, you know, a particular way like a narcissist, but you have to accept who you are before others accept you, because at the end of the day, if somebody could come and say, Casey, you chat rubbish or whatever, I'm not going to feel offended by it. I'm going to know what I'm about and to continue, because I know, you know, what I'm speaking about. It's not. So, and that's another thing too. If you are in an environment, best believe that not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is going to appreciate what you are about or what you're doing. But what matters is that you appreciate what you're doing. And the one little thing or the two persons who are coming on and don't appreciate, that's just 1 out of 10. Put it that way, that's 1 out of 10. Zaya, hey, me tell you for the persons who came on late, my son adopted a little cat. See the kitten crying and take up the kitten carry my yard, come put in my house. So that when you see me I'm over I look so I look on because he love come and put up himself on him. And it will frighten me because I'm still not used to Zion being in the house. In Jamaica we don't keep pets in house, you know. Pet keep outside. So Zion is very lucky to be in my house. Hold on. Alright, so let me see what's in the chat. Yes, excellent. Good night. Okay. Um, hi, Cecil World. How are you doing, darling? How are you? I am doing well, my dear. I'm doing well. Join me tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. You hear that, my premier thanks everyone, blessing. 9 a.m. until 8 a.m. I'll try to come on tomorrow, Barry. Tomorrow I'm going to church, but I will still be at home at that time. There is a difference between being conceited and confident. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Billy. Billy, good enough, you back me up. Hey, big up yourself, Billy. Yeah, there's a big difference between conceited and confident. Yes. KC, you have a son? Yes, dear, I have a son. He's almost an adult. Yeah. Hey, that. Hello. Where are you coming? Put on my first. Me say, this thing just love come. I'm not used to it. Think if I come up on my foot. Watch you make him go back in our house, man. He X up, X put him and show him them. To Zion, the people. Zion. Hey. That's Zion. I know John would love to see that Zion is with us. Alright, so let me see. Yes, dear, yes, I have a grown child. Yeah, yeah. I'm fat. Oh gosh. Tell me about that now, Cecil. Hi, Cherish. How are you doing there? How are you? No, that's a cat, Billy. That's a cat. You don't see face. A cat. Is, is it a is or a her? You not even know.
It's a his.
Oh, you know, say it's a his. Yeah, put them, make them see Zion again. You know what I see Zion, she enough. Him enough. Him enough. Just put him face, so him. You see him? Hear him a call out. He must say, hi. Oh, gosh. Enough. I say him frighten me. Love X up on the cushion. X up and so me put down my foot in my X up on my foot. You have a son that's almost an oh. Yes, I cherish. Yes, yes. Glory be to God for that. And I'm not that young though. Well, I'm young. Put it out there. I'm young. I'm young. But yeah, the blessing of the Lord is upon me with that. That look. That look. You okay? Yes, here you are. You look like a kid. I take that as a compliment, Cecil. Cute kitten. Is that cat? Yeah, you're the more cute. I know that Joan would say that, you know. That's cute. If it was me, he would be flying through the door. You see, you Miguel, that's what I'm saying. In Jamaica, we do not pet animals like that. Our animals stay outside. So this is one of my son was passing and heard it in the bushes. And, you know, rescue the cat. Come home, name the cat. That's what I say, you know. Everything that like an individual do is intentional. And it it comes from their true natural instinct. Nobody has to tell you to do something. You know what to do. So he would then see, just to go through the process again, he'd see the puss, the cat, the kitten, and saw that the kitten needs help. Didn't have a place to go with the kitten. He said, okay, I know that mommy is not into pets being at the house, but let me see if I can charm her. Call mommy, say, mommy, look what I found. The kitten was in the bushes and it was crying and all, so I decided to take it up. And come home, how am I going to maintain this kitten now? Say, create a house for the kitten. Create a house by building a box house, you see? Natural instinct. So don't make nobody tell you no, they can't, it's more, how can I? Nobody should come in your life and say, I can't do this, I cannot, there should be no can. It should be, how can I? So in come home, in build up the little house, take out my thing now, my tuna, and feed Zion. Take out my water, even my spring water I want. I say, tap water, but a tap water you give? Yeah, tap water me give. Come build up things and I put Zion on a turn on fan for Zion. So, yes, so Zion is here in the house. And Zion love comfort. I don't know, and Zion is like a baby because Zion wake up at night time and ball down the place like a real baby, you know. Me I say, oh, what is? So when him wake me up, me can't go back to sleep anymore, and I have to stay up. And this one is his responsibility. So he stay up and pet Zion until Zion go back to sleep. Can you imagine? I long for that treatment, you know. For someone to come and pet me and treat me right. When I cry, you attend to my cry. When I am lonely, you attend to it. You just be here. If I don't want any noise, you know, someone is there to say, okay, she's in her moment, or just be quiet. All of them treatment there, Zion getting it. Zion. But Zion time so up, Miguel. Miguel saying that true. Oh, cute. I love cats. So cute. And Sharon, you love dogs. Yeah. They're going to steal your cat through the phone. Yeah. I thought you were referring to the cat as your son. We do. Oh, no. Him find the cat. No. No, my dear. No. The cat name is Zion. Zion. Okay, thank you so much, Food Pharrell. Kali, thank you for stopping by, Kali. Thank you. Have a great night now, Food Pharrell. Have a great night. Watch it. Anytime I see Isaiah, I look over there, eat like he get one tuna, and I know the tuna still out there. And every time like he cry, he go in there and I'm the last come see him take out both him and mix game. Make sure he does not have fleas. He may need okay. Look here. Sharon, you're heading far with this. You're heading far. So Miguel said, what? This is not going to last so long. As Zion get a little bigger, he's going on the veranda. That is it. He now come hook up in the next thing, jump up in my bed, and me sleep in the in my head. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. No. Yeah, Miguel answer. I can see it. Miguel, yes. Not. Zion time is coming up, man. As soon as he get a little bigger, Zion is going to get outside. And Miguel has a channel, so if you have not yet subscribed to Miguel, Miguel is one that you would have seen here for quite some time. So yeah, it has been a great evening. Can you attest? A great evening. No, Monday is Heritage Day. What we call that? Heroes Day. Monday is Heroes Day. I learned that last Monday was Columbus Day over there. This Monday now is our holiday, USD, so I have a long holiday. And you know, of course, I'm going to come on live on Monday. I'm not sure what time, but I'll definitely come on here. My cat's cuddle right up with me when I sleep. You see that? You bathe the cat though, John? Because I know that cats are afraid of water. How do you clean a cat? That is something, because me no see people bathe them cats. I heard that they shed, like they clean themselves. She for okay, they clean themselves. That's what I heard. So how do you
I say you must do
in a food?
you drop asleep.
In a drop asleep.
You must sleep.
You might eat. You might eat it. See there, you might eat it.
Asleep.
She okay. But how do you I brush my cat? But she cleans herself though. Okay, yeah, that's what I heard. That they clean themselves. Yeah. But them shed though, like the four. The shed fours. Mm, the shed. But it's interesting, that's what I was saying, that sometimes in life you can't say never. Never say never. Because if you should tell me that, oh, okay, see, this is going to happen to you, you're going to have a pet in your house, especially a cat, would I say, hell no. You lick your head. But then, look at it. I am going through that moment. I'm going through that moment. But as me say, young man, it is not for long. It's not for long. But the ones I never see, and that's the way how if cat can reciprocate, or animals can reciprocate love. Like, you know, you show them love, feed them, pet them, all of that. You know that they show you back love by coming and cuddling with you. Maybe they're saying, how are you doing today? And to give you a little hug, or to just a lick you, you know, all of that. That's how they're expressing their love. Some dogs, they smell you, they start to run before them even see you to greet you. You know them kind of way there, but if the animals can understand and express, why is it that it's hard for adults to do the same? Let's just to think about it now, because yeah, as is in come home and he says Zion, Zion know when I say Zion, Zion a look. You see? And when you pet him understand, because when he start making sound, him know say, oh, somebody's going to come and pet me. Being cat is a mistake unless you want to get crop. It's reconnected. Never for me. No cats, they are cute though. Okay, everyone has their preference. But yeah, as me said that, it's and some persons are allergic. There are different reasons. They are allergic to some animals. The same claw just hold it. Yeah, enough sleep, him a eat. And it look like cat eat more than dog. In my estimation. Because it's a one that every minute sit him just a eat. Like dog you just see them and that's it. Or them bark. This you have when he start make noise, you have to come and comfort him for him to get down. Like quiet. And see, he can't sit down and not eat. He mouth in the food. My cat totally understands me. He even knows some Spanish. Oh, nice, nice. I love all God. And they're sensible, you know, because my neighbor was telling me that he had a cat. And he called the cat by the name, like he said, Simon, what did I tell you about the table? Do not go under the table with the kitten. And he said, Simon, go and take out the kitten and put them somewhere else. So they understand. They understand. And they're protective too, because if you have a cat and somebody come in your house to do, or a dog, they're going to try to defend you if you're in danger. Yeah, I love all God's animals creation. Cats are very jealous. I've taken care of owners who were attracted by their cats when they feel like they are not getting in. Ah, look at that. And that's why Zion have to come out when she get little, when him get little bigger. Next
Oh,
thing you go see me and my son there and come jump up and cram me up. Zion, Zion start cram me up in there. Because I know me my defend and I him. You see everyone. Okay. See, yes, and remember Barry is live tomorrow at 9. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me, Barry. I really appreciate this. I'll be here 5 more minutes and then I go. It's my turn to cook. It's a beautiful thing to have a big, our growing child, because we can now um, share chores. Last week it was his week to cook. This week it's my week to cook, so I have to prep the stuff to cook. How about that?
hmm?
Is that what is that?
That's me.
Oh, okay. I only feed my cat in the morning. Okay. One time this 1 year, I know we hook up himself in a the tuna. Uh, good, good night, Barry. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Watch him. So yes, so Barry will be going live tomorrow at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. that is 9 a.m. And as I mentioned that I started going live during the week, taking 1/2 hour of my lunchtime to do my live. Yeah. Hi Tommy, thank you so much for stopping by. Tommy, how are you doing, my brother? How are you? How are you doing, Tommy? Good to have you here. So guys, tell me how we make me talk. No, me talk. So me not even say anything, me just a talk. Me can't talk, no, you see? Yeah, greetings, yes. I am doing well, my dear. I'm going to wrap up in a few minutes, but I am doing well. I hope that you were inspired by today's or tonight's lesson. You'd have learned um, something here that you probably would have learned. It could be a refresher for you. Whatever it is or it was, I trust that you were inspired in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. Um, yeah. So you guys greet Tommy. Tommy also do his lessons online. I'm not sure of the timing, Tommy. But if you want to hear the word, you can also visit Tommy's channel. Yeah. But um I'm going to go. And they say that
Lovely.
me not do that. Me just a put up my foot.
If not, true.
It just not. I'm just not used to it as yet. You just have to accept it. Me not go
I'll
feel.
make him sniff your food then.
Me not have to snip my foot. Me know what if me not want to snip my foot. That's great. I'm doing great. Can't complain. Amen to that. Yes, so I'm looking down because, as I mentioned, the cat. And it's still a bit nice. Hear him. You guys can hear him? Because he want petting. It's petting him looking. Hmm. Yeah. uh, I want some milk. And my Lasco, yeah, say he get Lasco. Him probably, give him the too sweet too.
You
And
can't
you have
drink,
to
you
go back.
can't drink that.
He can't drink Lasco. Okay.
Alice, you want to do the please.
Mm-mm. Yeah, cat love milk for true. Yeah, that's true. I can hear the kitten cry. Me not even know what it, if I cry or cry. Me not know what is it. But sometimes I don't even know. It's just like a baby. Like when baby cry, you don't know what them need. They just have to think like, what, what is it that you're asking for? You know. So it's the same thing with Zion. Then I make nice. Me don't know what I want. Me don't know if I cry or what. Joan, I don't know. Mm-hmm. 5G. You probably give him some milk, yes? No, no, fresh milk. Fresh milk, not the sweetened milk. Perhaps. Since stop there now. When he stop crying at food, he gone in and the tuna now gone. He gone. Plop, plop, plop it out. Don't think too hard. You're right, Miguel. I'm not supposed to, right? Because I'm just thinking that, just what's here. I get you, Miguel. I get you. Go see Miguel out. Miguel, just imagine your child come in or your partner come in and say, oh, and guess what? I got a pet. It's a cat. Go see Miguel turn upside down now. What? I know Miguel, so can't speak that way. But go see Miguel, I know they are lactose intolerant and there is a special milk. Look here, there's a special milk. You hear that? There's a special milk for the cat. It's the same a co-worker. She has two. Her daughter has two cats. Don't remember the names. But that's what she has to do. She has to give them special food, the tin food. She has to take them to the vet, trim them, this, that. They are in-house cats and they are her grandkids. Pardon me. I'm like, what? When she taught me, I said, that can't happen to me. I look at that to me. But as me telling you, when Zion gets little bigger, Zion is going to feel nature. Yeah. So enjoy a little time here now. Ah. Me not even know that they're lactose intolerant. Go see me I give them milk now. Give him milk. Joan. My Jeff is my baby girl. Oh yeah. Jet. Her name is Jet. Oh yeah. Yeah. Understand. Understand. Me can't say Zion gonna be my grandson. Me not say so. No. There are other, like, on the house, my neighbor, he has dogs. And I want to say that I adopt his dog by feeding him all the time, looking out for him. And may I tell you, when him see Rex, me call him, when him hear the vehicle a coming, Rex that a run, I come off of the vehicle, And I say Rex sometimes in the morning he come and him sniff me. And we play a little with him. Oops. And then now, sometimes he's there looking in the vehicle who is there with me. But yeah, they're precious beings. Precious beings. But I never once thought that I would have an animal in my house. Guys, when you still about man on there, on the lock on, log in. And me, I go log off, as we say, I have some things to do. So I'm going to sort that out. And myself prepare for tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. They're having some activity at church. And I really want to attend, so I'm going to get myself cracking. You say last night Zion don't make me sleep. Zion wake up after 12. Could I after 12 and then he wake up again in the early morning. And it's just hard. I don't know if anyone else experienced that, but when you get up in the early time, early morning, it's hard to go back to sleep. That's what happened to me. It's a little sitting there in the house, me every minute, and him not stop until he get attention, and it just disturb me sleep. But I want him to hear me when I talk. Say, when you go to your bed, sleep till the morning. Don't get up, come make no noise on my head. Anyways, chat. I am going to go now. Please remember to check me out during the week for my live session. If the cat don't want to go, I will be moving out. That way the cat will be out. Easy, but I understand. Everybody have their preference. I have to know what you can work with. Yeah. Good night. This was fun. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was not planned, but I enjoyed it too. Enjoyed. And I enjoy the feedback. I enjoy, all the persons who came on and to support, all the persons who commented. Everything just went well. Yeah, everything went well. And I enjoyed, I laughed. It is therapeutic, to come, to sit down and to, inspire others and to laugh, to hear your experiences and to learn from your experiences. I hope you would have learned something from mine as well. And I just enjoyed it fully. Yeah? Hope you had a wonderful day. I'll catch you tomorrow. Yes. Thank you, Barry. Thank you. Hear me. Thank you, Basil. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you have a blessed week ahead too, Basil. As I mentioned that we'll be having our holiday on Monday. Last week you had yours. This week is ours. So I will be coming on Monday to do a session as well. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Thank you, thank you. Happy I caught you. I will watch the first part of this in the morning, getting late here now. Okay, yeah, I thank you. I thank you, Joan. I thank you. And I will definitely keep you guys posted on, how Zion is doing. Yeah, thank you, guys. You can send me a heart and exit. Thank you, thank you. It's Heroes Day. Monday is Heroes Day. Yeah. Yeah. I thank you, guys. So have a blessed night. Yeah. Thank you, and a productive weekend. Yeah. Yeah, and I will see. Well, tomorrow is the end of the weekend, but still allow it to be productive. Whatever you do, remember that you are in control. So don't let anything or no one defer that. You are in control. So when situations come about, there are always two ways in answering. You can answer blatantly and disrespectfully, or you can just take the other course and do it the other way. So you are always in control. Remember that. God bless you, sister. Glad to stop by, hang out. Keep spreading the word. Amen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will. I will. I will. I will. Yeah, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you kindly. Is that like nobody are going to take away your food? You have to lie down in the food. Thank you, Basil. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And to stay one. You guys can go, Just letting it go to 10 minutes. Tonight, enough person. You can see Saturday is a holy day, It's a blessed day. Because a lot of blessing come on Saturday. Remember we were having that conversation, Miguel, where I said, why is it that people find it feasible to have parties and events? It must be something about the day. Yeah, that's the day you get the most sale. Yeah. Versus tend to do things on the Sabbath. Well, the Sabbath has ended. But, you know, what I'm saying. Alright, so 1, 2, 1. And I'm out of here. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Catch you on Monday, God's willing, for my, impromptu live and continuing on that path within the noon or 12:30 period. I will come on. All right, bye. You continue to be blessed and remember to inspire someone. Bye.